I'm here to bring you news and commentary you can use. Listen, y'all, it is Tuesday evening, and I just want to come on and talk to you all about the weather that's currently going on. Okay, I pray that wherever you are, that you're well, that your family is well, and you know that you've taken the necessary steps to prepare. Okay. All right, let me get everything connected here. Let me also share this. All right, hey, y'all, welcome to the channel. You all, please let me know that you can hear me and see me, okay? Please let me know that you can hear me and see me. I hope that everyone is doing well. Please let me know that you can hear me and see me. All right, y'all. So I wanted to come on. Hello, everyone. I hope you all are doing well. Thank you all so much for supporting me here on the channel. Listen, I wanted to come on. I wanted to speak about this earlier today, but I did not get a chance to. You all know I uploaded 3 videos here on the channel, so this makes my 4th video today. This is a live, and I wanted to come on and speak about the storms that are currently happening across the South. I'm in Georgia. As well as other parts of the country. Okay, please let me know in the chat, is there any bad weather currently in your area? Okay, I literally, I was just outside. Thank you all so much for the thumbs up. I really appreciate you all. Okay, thank you so much for your support. I was literally just outside, and I noticed that the air, it seemed like it was kind of maybe some humidity in the air. Like, you know how the air feels or whatever when it's about to rain, or when there's rain in the distance and it's heading your way. That's how it feels outside, okay? I also noticed that, you know, the wind was blowing. You could see the trees leaning and the leaves blowing and everything. And so I believe in my particular area here in Georgia that the storms are supposed to move in a little bit later tonight. So I wanted to come on and talk about that, and also see what you all were experiencing as well. Okay, so again, this is a live stream. Today is Tuesday, April 2nd, 2024. And so I want to talk about the fact that currently, okay, right now, this is happening in real time. There are parts of the eastern United States, the southern United States also, where there are tornado watches in effect, flash floods, okay? So I want to give you some coverage. Please let me know, okay, wherever you're tuning in from. I told you all I'm here in Georgia. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Also, I have some, right beside me, I have something. Let me know if it's too loud, okay? I don't know if it's too loud to where you all can't hear me, or if the noise is a distraction. But if you could please let me know, okay? All right, y'all. So what's being reported, okay, by news sources is that a severe weather outbreak, okay, a severe weather outbreak may continue through Wednesday. Okay, now today is Tuesday, right? According to my weather sources, a severe weather outbreak may continue through Wednesday into the south and the east. Okay, also is being reported that tornadoes, damaging straight line winds, even hail and flash floodings are all threats. Okay, currently an outbreak of severe thunderstorms, packing tornadoes, the possibility of tornadoes, damaging wind gusts, hail, and flooding rain will continue from the Ohio Valley into the south. Okay, I pray your safety and well-being. If you or your family members or loved ones are in any of those areas. Okay, can you all please let me know, is the sound too loud? It may be the sound of like a fan. I have a device charging. Let me know if it's too loud on your end. Okay, I don't want this to be like a distraction to where you can't really hear me. Okay, please let me know if you can hear me or if it's too loud. Okay, now they're also saying that strong tornadoes are possible in some areas. So make sure that you have a severe weather safety plan ahead of this potentially dangerous day. Okay, right now currently is being reported that there are showers and thunderstorms. Showers and thunderstorms are spreading through the south and the Ohio Valley, prompting warnings at times in different parts. Okay, there have been more than 200 reports. This is very important, you all, so make sure that you share this video with someone that you love, your family members, friends, people that you know that may be in these states that I'm talking about, or in these particular areas. Okay, and also if you are in an area that's currently experiencing severe weather, put in the chat. Okay, we're a community here on Andrea Speaks TV. Put in the chat and let us know what you're seeing, what you're hearing. Okay, now according to sources, okay, there have been more than 200 reports of severe weather from this storm system, okay, since Monday morning from Texas to the Ohio Valley. Several tornadoes. Okay, now we pray for these people in these areas, but we're getting reports, okay, that there are several tornadoes that have touched down in Illinois. Okay, I'm naming some states, so please listen out for your state. See if I'm naming your state. Okay, there have been reports that several tornadoes have touched down in Illinois, in the states of Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee, and West Virginia, including one that even toppled multiple tractor trailers, okay, the semi trucks, right, near Louisville late Tuesday afternoon. Okay, so we pray for the people and all those involved in those areas. Okay, other likely tornadoes include Newcastle, Kentucky, Sunbright, Tennessee, and Hicko, West Virginia. Okay, wind gusts as high as 92 have been reported moving through Kentucky, Ohio, and West Virginia early Tuesday, causing some damage to edifices in Charleston, West Virginia. Okay, my goodness, y'all. Widespread tree and power line damage has also been reported, as well as some structural damage, even being reported this morning from the Lake of Egypt to Stoneford, Illinois. All right, wind gusts got up to 84 miles per hour in Evansville, Indiana, contributing to downed trees and power lines, as well as roof and mobile home damage. Okay, these are all things that have been reported, y'all. All right. Last night it was said that hail, okay, hail up to the diameter of grapefruits. Now think about how big that is, y'all. I wish I could I don't have a grapefruit in my refrigerator, but if I could pull one out, you can, get a visual of just how big that is. Okay, so last night it was reported that hail up to the diameter of grapefruits was reported in Wise County, Texas, and large hail and damaging winds pelted the St. Louis metro area. Okay, now here's where I want you to really pay attention. Okay, now I just named things that have already taken place. Okay, these events have already taken place. Now, what can we expect today or tonight? A second round of thunderstorms is pushing eastward into the south. Okay, I'm located in Georgia. Please let me know where you're watching from. Okay, a second round of thunderstorms is pushing eastward in the South and Ohio River Valley. The greatest immediate concern, okay, this is coming from weather sources, right? The greatest immediate concern is in parts of southeast Indiana, southern Ohio, and northern Kentucky, where sunshine has been out for several hours. Okay, the storms will continue through the southeast overnight. So that's what I was saying before, y'all. In my particular area here in Georgia, they're saying that these storms are supposed to roll in tonight and into the morning. Okay, I literally, I was outside not too long ago, and in my particular area here in Georgia, it hasn't started raining yet. Okay, the wind gusts, I could feel some wind gusts outside. I felt, the wind picking up, and you can see, like I said, the trees moving, the leaves blowing, and all of that. And the air feels like a coolness, like some moisture in the air. So I definitely can tell those are some signs to me that rain is definitely coming. Okay, let me know if you all have any questions, comments in the chat. Okay, again, this is a community, and when we know that things are coming, okay, I also want to invite you all to subscribe to the channel and join our community. But when we know that things are coming, okay, we want to share information. I want to share information with you to help you prepare and make a plan to protect and provide for your family through these times. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me bring you all some more news. Dangerous severe storms. So overnight, okay, in my area of the southeastern United States, in Georgia, surrounding states, the storms will continue through the southeast overnight. Dangerous severe storms, it says, may affect a much larger area from the Tennessee Valley southward through Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, and the Florida Panhandle, okay, as well as eastward into portions of the Appalachians. All right, tornadoes, wind damage, large hail could accompany the most intense storms that form in those areas. Flash flooding from heavy rainfall is also a threat. Okay, it's also being reported. Okay, you all, please let me know if this information is helpful, if you find this information to be valuable. Thank you all so much for giving me a thumbs up. That lets me know you can hear me. That lets me know that you can see me, and that you appreciate the information that I'm sharing, and that you find it valuable. Okay, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button. If you somehow found my channel and you said, okay, Andrea, I appreciate the information you're sharing. I have over 1,000 videos here on the channel, y'all. Make sure you subscribe, lock in with me so that you can stay updated. Okay, storms are expected to hit, other parts of the United States, the southeast part of the United States, tonight. And also, thank you all so much. Thank you for the thumbs up. Okay, as well as over into Wednesday. Okay, so let's talk about Wednesday. Isolated severe storms might continue ahead of the cold front. So something else that I want you to know is that with this particular weather, okay, remember how I've been talking about here on the channel about the fact that it seems like the weather has been like one day it's hot, then it's cold, just back and forth. Like you expect it to get warmer and stay warmer, then all of a sudden, poof, a cold front comes. Well, I'm here to tell y'all that they're actually talking about a cold front moving in. Okay, so after all of this, They are expecting it to be a cold front. Okay, so let me share some more information with you about that. Again, thank you all so much for your support. Okay, I hope I didn't I may have closed out my information. Okay, hold on just a minute. You all, please let me know if you have any comments. Right now, I don't know if the comments are working. So please put a comment and let me know that you all can hear me, and let me know that you all can see me. Okay. And I hope that the device next to me is not too loud. Okay. Let's see. Okay. All right. So over over into Wednesday, isolated severe storms might continue ahead of the cold front. Okay. So again, y'all, that's why I say, yes, we talk about national news. Yes, we talk about global, international news, right? But it's also important for you to know what's happening in your local community. So what I want to say is, please make sure that, especially tonight and over the next few days, please make sure that you check the weather in your local area. There are expected to be isolated severe storms ahead of this cold front moving in, particularly in the coastal mid-Atlantic and northeast and central Florida. Okay, wind damage and hail are the primary threats, though an isolated tornado can't be ruled out. All right. The National Weather Service. Okay, the National Weather Service has issued flood watches from Indiana to New Jersey. These multiple rounds of thunderstorms could lead to flash flooding in the Ohio Valley and the Appalachians through Tuesday night. More than an inch is possible across from New York State into the mid-Atlantic. Okay. Now is the time. Okay. So you may say, okay, Andrea, I'm just finding out about all of this. What do I need to do? Now is the time to think about severe weather safety. Okay. Whether it's having a weather radio. Okay. Do I have mine nearby? I have one. It's not right in front of me, but in the event that the power goes out, the internet goes out, you're able to still hear through radio how the weather is in your area. Most retailers have them. Electronic retailers, they feature a warning alarm. They feature warning alarms that can be set to sound loudly when any National Weather Service tornado or severe thunderstorm watch or warning is issued. Okay. Smartphone. Okay. Most smartphones, did you know this? Most smartphones are capable of receiving wireless emergency alerts from your National Weather Service office. There are some programs that have like weather apps, like for example the Weather Channel. They have a weather app. Knowing where to go. Okay, do you have a safe place in your home to go to in the event that's away from windows and glass, that is away from like I said, windows and glass? Do you have a safe place in your home? Okay, if your home has no basement, it is suggested, okay, it is suggested that you go to the lowest floor and get into a small center room, such as a bathroom or closet, or under a stairwell, or in an interior hallway with no windows. Okay. So let me give you some more safety tips. All right. Thank you all so much for your support here of the channel. And if this is your first time tuning in, please say hello in the chat. You all, please let me know that the comments are working. Okay, right now I can't see any comments. So I don't know if you all are asking me questions. I'm not exactly sure. Okay. I want to talk about tornadoes. Okay, give you some tips on what to do in the event of a tornado. Okay. Now, according to my sources, okay, tornadoes are violently rotating columns of air that extend from a thunderstorm to the ground. Tornadoes can destroy buildings, flip cars, and create deadly flying debris. Okay, a tornado can, listen to this, y'all, happen anytime and anywhere, bring intense winds over 200 miles per hour, and it looks like funnels. Okay, if you are under a tornado or severe weather warning, all right, here are some suggested tips that you should take. Okay, or things that you should do, some suggested tips. Okay, if you are under a tornado or severe weather warning, go to a safe shelter immediately, such as a safe room, basement, storm cellar, or a small interior room on the lowest level of a sturdy building. Also, stay away from windows, doors, and outside walls. Do not go under an overpass or bridge. You're safer in a low, flat location. Okay, there are some people, for whatever reason, during a storm, they may be caught outside, whether it's they're trying to get home or whether they're getting off work. But in the event that you're in a tornado warning, severe weather warning, they advise you, okay, and this is, I'm getting this information from a source, ready.gov, okay, they suggest not going under an overpass or bridge and instead being in a safe, low, flat location, okay? Watch out for flying debris that can cause injury or loss of life. Use your arms to protect your head and neck if necessary. And if you can't stay at home, okay, make plans to go to a public shelter, all right? Preparing for a tornado. These are some tips. The first one, it says, is to know your area's tornado risk, okay? In the United States, according to my sources, the Midwest and the Southeast have a greater risk for tornadoes, all right? Know the signs of a tornado, including, now this may be a little bit difficult to see at night, right? Okay, where I am here in Georgia, it's nighttime, so you may not really be able to see all the signs at night. But the signs of a tornado, okay, according to ready.gov, include a rotating funnel-shaped cloud, an approaching cloud of debris, or a loud roar like a freight train, okay? Now, I have been in 2 instances where I was in a tornado and survived, thankfully, and it does sound very much so like a very, very loud freight train, okay? Pay attention to weather reports, again, knowing what's going on in your local area. If you have pets, okay, pets are obviously very important members of your family. So if they need to be included, pets need to be included in your family's emergency plan, okay? Whether you keep your pet outside or inside, have a plan for your pet as well. Stay safe during a tornado, okay? Immediately go to a safe location that you have identified. Protect yourself by covering your head or neck with your arms and putting materials such as furniture and blankets around or on top of you, okay? In the instance where I was in a tornado the first time, very scared. I was young, I was a child. I remember my mother putting the mattress over us to protect us, okay? And if you're in a vehicle, okay, like I said, some people may get caught up in this while they're driving, okay? Do not try, okay? Sources say, they suggest do not try to outrun a tornado in a vehicle, okay? If you are in a car, or outdoors and cannot get to a building, it is suggested that you cover your head and neck with your arms and cover your body with a coat or blanket if possible, okay? Staying safe after a tornado. It is suggested that you save your phone calls for emergencies and use text messaging, or we're in the age of social media, so they even mention social media, y'all. Social media is mentioned to communicate with family and friends, okay? Pay attention to the weather, radio, local authorities for updated information. Stay clear. A lot of times people don't think about this. Stay clear of fallen power lines or broken utility lines. Contact your healthcare provider if you are sick and need medical attention. Wait for further instructions and continue to shelter in place. And wear appropriate gear during cleanup, such as thick-soled shoes, long pants, work gloves, appropriate face coverings or masks if cleaning mold or other debris, okay? Please let me know if you have any questions, okay? Please let me know if you have any questions. Now, I'm going to drop a link in the chat so that you all can have access to this information. So give me just a moment here. All right. All right, so I just put a link in the chat. And you all can click the link, save it, be prepared for a tornado is what it is, okay? All right, so those are some tips. Please let me know if you have any questions. Okay, please let me know if you have any questions. and the information on the link. Okay, you all please let me know if you can click the link. Can someone let me know if the link does work? I feel like I gotta sneeze again, y'all. Please click the link to access information on tornado. Let me see what I can call it. Okay, so hi. Okay, hello everyone. Thank you all so much. So the link that I just put in the chat, tornado preparedness, okay? And it comes from the website. It's a government website, which is called ready.gov. And they actually have several different, they have a tab that's called disasters and emergency. And if you click that tab, you know, they give you some suggestions on how to prepare for different disasters, okay? Let me also speak to you all about flooding, okay? Now, when there's, of course, heavy rain, of course, there is the threat of flash floods, okay? So flooding, okay, according to ready.gov, flooding is a temporary overflow of water onto land that is normally dry. Okay, floods are the most common disaster in the United States. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Failing to evacuate flooded areas or entering flood waters can lead to injury or loss of life. Okay. Hello, everyone. Okay, thank you all so much for tuning in. Listen, please make sure that you, I want to invite you to subscribe to the channel. Join our community here, okay? Listen, floods may result from rain, snow, coastal storms, storm surges, and overflows of dams and other water systems. Develop slowly or quickly. Flash floods can come with no warning, okay? Floods may also cause outages, disrupt transportation, damage buildings, and create landslides, okay? If you are under a flood warning, find safe shelter right away. Do not walk, swim, or drive through flood waters. Turn around. Don't drown is what they're saying. Remember, just 6 inches of moving water can knock you down, and 1 foot of moving water can sweep your vehicle away, okay? Stay off bridges over fast-moving water. Depending on the type of flooding, evacuate if told to do so. Move to higher ground or a higher floor. Stay where you are, okay? So I'm going to drop this information in the chat so that you can have it, because I want you and your family to be safe, okay? So this is flood preparedness tips, okay? All right, so I just dropped that link in the chat, so you will have that as well. Let me go back to the one about tornadoes. All right, let me put that one in the chat as well. All right, so you all let me know if you can access that information. And you all please let me know if you have any questions, okay? Y'all, please let me know if you have any questions, okay? Let me see if I can play this video. Okay, this is an ad playing. I'll be right back, y'all. Let me let's see. I was trying to play a video for you all, but that's obviously not working, okay? Let's see. That's a YouTube ad. All right, here's let's see. All right, let me let's see.
Does this all impact the timing of the storms? Timing's still the same. We're not anticipating those storms rolling into the
My nose is itching out.
tonight. Much of the day will be spent in the clouds, like what we have out there right now, with a few breaks in those clouds. Those breaks aren't.
All right, so let's hear some news in different parts of the U.S., okay?
Ready, I'm night first warning meteorologist Brennan Spinner. It is a night first warning weather alert day, and here's your update. A moderate risk continues across the tri-state for severe weather. Threat level 4 out of 5. This is the first time this has been in Cincinnati since 2018, just to show you how rare it is over the
So
last
again,
half a year,
cases of rare cases of weather, okay? I'll be right back, y'all.
We've got two separate areas to watch. This one rolling through the tri-state over the next few hours between noon and 4 o'clock. And then another line of thunderstorms starting to develop from southern Illinois, stretching towards Terre Haute and to the west of Indianapolis. That is the main event as we head on into the evening, with the better threat at damaging winds, heavy rainfall, as well as severe wind gusts. This line of thunderstorms coming in out of the south and west will really start to ramp up as we go throughout the next few hours. We've already seen an increase in lightning and activity out towards Louisville. And there's storms moving at a very fast pace. This cell just to the south and west of Louisville still moving at around 75 miles per hour. So that should be in downtown Cincinnati as we move towards about the 2 o'clock time frame. Here's a look at our time frame regarding the severe weather threat. We've got two different rounds. The first round already is opened up, and it will continue through 4 o'clock as it moves southwest to north and east. That'll clear the pace for our second round, which comes in shortly after 5 o'clock for southeast Indiana and along the I-75, I-71 corridor, finally exiting between about 8, 9, or 10 o'clock in southwest Ohio. Here's a snapshot of future radar over the next few hours. We'll see the influx of moisture at times, but the big deal will have to be to the south and west, moving in as we get closer to 4 or 5. Notice these clusters. If we see these singular cells, those would be supercells, which pose a greater threat for larger hail as well as potential for some strong tornadoes. Those will be the two things we'll have to watch until we start to see this linear motion. That becomes more of a straight line severe weather event with embedded tornadic activity as we head on between about 5 and 10 o'clock, finally exiting closer to that 9 to 10 o'clock range on this latest computer model run. The big deal is also we'll have some strong winds that could knock out power, so make sure you have multiple ways to get your warnings and information through the rest of your afternoon. Once we get through tonight, the cold front comes through, drastically dropping our temperatures as we push on into Wednesday. And our Wednesday high temperature only into the mid-40s. We could even have some wintry weather late in the day try to mix in as our temperatures get closer to freezing. No accumulation expected with this, but just an April Fool's Day joke coming a little bit later on in the week from Mother Nature. 43 for your Thursday, 46 on Friday. And then as we move on into the weekend, we are drying out. Again, make sure you stay weather aware throughout the rest of this afternoon. We'll have live team coverage when necessary right here on WCPO.com and on it.
The glass that protects the Mona Lisa, it is guardian glass.
We're standing in the hot end near the furnace where it can get north of 2,500 degrees Fahrenheit inside. The raw material is melted into
All right.
molten glass.
So we just heard what's going on in that was in Cincinnati. Okay, let's listen to.
Back out to Alex Peter, who's in Prospect. Alex, I know you're actually.
This was
getting
1 hour
to talk
ago,
to
I believe, in
people.
Kentucky.
Can you introduce us to someone?
Right, yes, Shay. So this is Tom. Tommy's been living in this neighborhood for about 15, 16 years or so.
Yes, ma'am.
And just taking a look at right now. What are you seeing? How are you feeling?
I can't believe what I'm seeing right now. It's amazing to me. I came out about 5 minutes before this hit. I heard this, like everybody says, when they talk about tornadoes, this freight train type sound.
It does sound like a loud freight train.
Thinking like, oh my goodness, I better get in. My wife called me from Tennessee. She's visiting our kids and went down to the basement, lost power, and heard all these things happening around the neighborhood. And this is what I see when I walked up. Finally, was brave enough to come outside. Never in my life have I seen anything like this. I've seen some pretty bad storms since I've lived here, the ice storm and things like that, but that was not like immediate like this was. I mean, I couldn't even see out my back porch because the rain was so hard, and I heard these sounds like trees.
Can you all
falling
hear the
down
sound?
and things like that. And I kept going to the window, but I had to go down to the basement because I have to do what Mama says, of course.
I'm glad you did that. I mean, just taking a look around your neighborhood, I've seen so many neighbors and people check on one another.
Yes.
Just so much.
It's amazing. My next door neighbor checked on me. The fire department checked on me. And I think I got lucky. I mean, I don't have any power, and I'm feeling sorry for myself like most people do when they don't see what else is happening.
What we have to think about, y'all, is
But now that I've seen it, it's like...
in the event of
got lucky,
severe weather,
you know?
one of the first
Yes,
things that
ma'am.
people lose is their power.
I hope I can get there. I don't know if I can.
And that's
or
why it's
not.
good
If I can, I can.
to have
We'll see
different
what happens. I don't have any power in the
methods,
house.
backup methods of power. We talked about this before here on the channel, right?
LG and E here behind us, so fingers crossed.
I hope so. I hope so. Hope it works.
Well, thank you, Tom. I'm so happy that you are okay.
Well, thank you. And you were
All right.
Back to you guys.
I'm about to play a video from the Louisville, Kentucky area, okay?
Anchorage Middletown Fire Department headquarters. with
Can you
Steve
all hear the
Curry
video?
And Steve Cunanan from the Red Cross. Let me first by thanking all of our first responders here in the Anchorage Middletown Fire Department, as well as others across the entire city that have been actively involved throughout this afternoon. Thank the National Weather Service for their forecast.
National Weather Service.
Give people the ability to heed the warning and take shelter, which to date, as far as we know, has worked. I'm pleased to report that as of right now, there are 0 injuries or deaths to report from this storm. No injuries that we are aware of at this time. The damage that we're seeing, particularly in the
This is in the
Prospect
Louisville,
area of
Kentucky
our
area,
city,
y'all.
is consistent with a tornado. However, there's no confirmation that a tornado
Mayor Greenberg
has
gives
touched
press
down.
conference.
National Weather Service is currently surveying the damage. They will continue to survey the damage this evening as long as daylight permits.
Don't miss out. Right now at Kohl's, you can save up to 85% on clearance after an extra 50% off.
We'll be back at it tomorrow morning, and we will rely on their information before any confirmation regarding a tornado. But again, the damage that we're seeing out there, which I'll talk about in a second, appears to be consistent, but there's no confirmation of that yet. The bulk of the damage that we're aware of at this time, again, is in the Prospect neighborhood. It appears that the damage started in the Beachland Beach area, right there along the Ohio River, moved south. And
Remember I talked about the Ohio
just
Valley area?
Side of the Sutherland neighborhood, and also then crossed US 42 into the Hunting Creek neighborhood. Again, Anchorage Middletown Fire Departments have been out on the scene, going street by street where they see damage. They've been reaching out to neighbors and houses to check on everyone there. We've been here monitoring live drone footage. You can see that there is definitely roof damage. There is definitely significant damage to homes. There's significant damage to fences, to trees throughout that area. Both Bass Road, for example, appears to be one of the streets that has the most damage, as well as Foxcroft in Hunting Creek neighborhood. This is just the worst hit area, again, just south of Hayes Kennedy Park. Right in that general vicinity, there is a Louisville Water Company facility there along the Ohio River in Prospect. They have power. There are no material damage to that facility. There's no risk to the water supply at this time. So the Louisville Water Company facility there, while close to the damage, is good, and there's no risk to the water supply at this time. Again, along with the trees being down, there are wires down as well. Some of these
Y'all heard
trees
that?
are blocking roads at this time. We are working very closely with LG&E to turn off the power to those lines so that crews can then clear the trees and we can reopen the roads. In addition to the collaboration that we're having with the Anchorage and Middletown Fire Department, there's been great collaboration across other public agencies as well. For example, the state, we are working very closely with the governor and his administration. They have already sent forestry teams that are on scene already to assist with our public works crew to begin cutting down trees as soon as it's safe, when we're aware that there is no power risk from the power lines. So the state and public works will be working to clear these trees. We are also aware of several structural collapses that the Anchorage Middletown Fire Department has come across, but again, no rescues or injuries were reported with those structural collapses. In addition to here in the Prospect, most calls that we're getting right now, I should add, from 911 relate to some outdoor gas smells. We are responding as quickly as we can to all of
Some
those.
residents are reporting hearing or smelling gas, y'all.
While we're talking about 911, between 5:15 p.m. and 6:30 p.m. this evening, our 911 MetroSafe call center received 301 calls. The average wait time for all of those callers was 3 seconds. So again, thanks to everyone in our 911 MetroSafe call center for handling that volume during this storm. Also, while we're speaking about time, at 5:17, our first outdoor warning sirens went off across the city.
It's been over 150 days since the current escalation in violence in Palestine.
This is an ad, y'all.
Additionally, in other parts of the city, one other area that we have some reports
I'll be right back,
of damage right now is in Newcut Road near the outer loop. We have some reports of downed lines, but no structural damage to report. And also, our teams, again, in terms of collaboration and partnership, we are working as hard as we can, providing all of the resources that are necessary to address the damage here and to support residents here in Louisville. We are also seeking to help others as well. And so the Louisville Fire Department, along with PRP and Fern Creek Fire Departments, are sending 12 individuals to Henry County to assist them in their efforts as well to deal with the results of this storm. Given all of this, very shortly after we conclude this press conference, I will be declaring a state of emergency for the entire Jefferson County. That will assist our public agencies in the procurement processes to speed up all of the recovery needed that is needed to clean up following this storm. But again, I'm pleased to report that there are no reports of any injuries or deaths at this time. All of the damage is structural in nature, and I want to give a giant thanks once again to everyone at the Anchorage Middletown Fire Department, to the governor's office, Governor Beshear and his entire team from the state, to the National Weather Service, to our Public Works Department and other metro agencies, Metro Safe and our emergency management services, and also our partners at LG&E. Everyone working closely in the afternoon into the evening and will throughout the night continue to ensure that everyone is safe and that we do this cleanup as safely and promptly as possible following this. So now let me turn it over to Chief Grinny, who is Chief of the Anchorage Middletown Fire Department and has been a great partner of ours in all of this effort. Chief?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Not to be redundant, so I'll just address some of the operational things we're going through right now. I mean, right now we're in the rapid assessment, actually rapid damage assessment phase. That we're just trying to get access as fast as we can, and actually do quick search and rescues to make sure nobody's trapped or injured. To start off the operation, we established our ELC right here at headquarters. Right now we have our staging and our actually mobile command post operations are actually set up at our Station 40, which is up in Prospect. So I guess give you some perspective of just how we're handling this area, because the thing is a very wide area. So right now we have actually two operational areas set up. We have one on the north side of 42, which actually goes towards the river, obviously, and then we have one on the south side of 42, which takes us up into like the Hunting Creek area. So we have two separate commanders operating those operational areas, and it's all being coordinated from our mobile command post, which is located in our staging areas. Obviously, some of the challenges you can expect we're starting to face was number one was actually access issues. We have trees down, we have all kinds of power lines down, and then on top of it, as we start to arrive on scene, we start to get bombarded with actually more hail and more storms. So it just sort of kept snowballing. Right now we have actually 10 companies up there working, and we expect to be up there most of the evening. And just like the mayor said, we have Red Cross on scene, because one of our next big challenges is to try to mobilize and shelter in place the people who have lost their homes. So like I said, those are our challenges right now, is access and actually mobilization of the people who have lost their homes. Other than that, I think that sort of sums it up and dovetails off what the mayor just said.
Almost finished.
Next, I'm going to introduce another great partner of ours that has been working, has already been out on the scene surveying the damage with his colleagues, and that is such an amazing partner to our entire city in all situations like this when we are recovering from disasters and helping residents who are in need. Let me introduce to you the CEO of Red Cross here in Louisville, Steve Kunanen. Following Steve, I'll have some concluding remarks, and then we'll be happy to take questions from the media. Steve?
I want to emphasize that this is an evolving situation for the Red Cross. As more is known, I'm sure the nature of our response will change. We are continuing to work with our community partners and emergency management officials to determine what exactly those needs are. We have disaster teams in the field right now assessing individual needs and working to assess damage. As of this time, we do not have an emergency shelter open, but as I say, That may change as the nature of this response progresses. I'm going to emphasize that if you are unable to stay in your house for tonight or into the future, please call 1-800-RED CROSS. When you call that number, we will go ahead and take care of your needs. Again, that's 1-800-RED CROSS. So thank you. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you very much, Steve. Thank you very much, Chief Grudy. This collaboration and this partnership will continue in the days ahead. We all need to work together and support each other to continue to help out to the best of our abilities with the resources that each one of our agencies has. The governor will be in the area tomorrow, surveying the damage as well. We really appreciate the state's immediate effort to provide forestry teams and to assist us with this. So we'll continue to work closely with the state as well as the local agencies here throughout Louisville and Jefferson County. With that, the Chief, Steve, or I are happy to take any questions that you all might have.
We have heard some reports about some people possibly trapped in a home, maybe 2 people. We think that was near the Oldham County line, possibly on Charlock Court. Can you confirm if any metro agencies responded to that, or if you're aware of that?
I don't believe we have. Are you aware of that?
Actually, one of the first few calls we came in, or that actually came in, I think had one of those addresses on it, but I mean, once we got there, there was nobody found on the thing.
Okay. Was there a home that had, you know, a roof had collapsed on the basement possibly?
I can't speak this, necessarily to that address. I mean, right now we have multiple homes that are damaged, so I don't really have any specificity on exactly which address.
But there was, as we mentioned earlier, there is some confirmation of structural collapses on some buildings. We have seen many homes with roofs torn off from both on the ground as well as some of the live drone footage that we've been monitoring.
Is that what you're referring to as a structural collapse, or just a phenomenon we actually see?
It could be a combination of both. I mean, we have not, actually quantified any of those things right now. Even if there are any buildings that have completely collapsed, like I said, they're being called in as such, but I have no information on my fingertips to say that, yeah, we have houses that have completely come down.
It might be other structures such as a barn or...
All right, so right now what you're listening to is coverage out of Louisville, Kentucky, I believe. And you have, looks like maybe the fire chief, mayor, speaking about storm damage, okay, in Prospect. I believe maybe that's an area of Kentucky as well.
I can't necessarily say for sure, but I can tell you general areas that I suspect are...
Yes, Prospect is a city in Kentucky, okay? All right, y'all, so I'm going to stay on a little bit longer.
As you're heading for Prospect in Old County, and I'm not sure about on the north side of 42. I don't have any reports.
Maybe about maybe 6-7 more minutes.
It's very important that if anyone is driving, particularly in the Prospect neighborhood or anywhere throughout the region, that if they see either down power lines or trees that are blocking the road, don't try to pass.
Right.
Turn around, go another way, but do not try to pass, because you might not be able to see a power line that's intertwined with the tree or that's down. And so please, we will get to that. We've got great reporting mechanisms, and professionals will deal with that to ensure that any lines are turned off so that we can clear these trees as quickly as possible.
All right, hey y'all. You all please let me know, can you hear me and see me?
Yeah, but you do not know if energized. Do not attempt to try to cut up any type of tree limbs that are on power lines, because that could lead to problems as well.
Yes.
All right, so let me see what they're saying now in the Ohio area, okay? Please comment, let me know where you're watching from. I'm in the state of Georgia.
It makes adventure
And we're expected to get storms overnight, okay?
delivers food to tables, packages to doorsteps.
All right, here's some news out of Georgia here.
Live storm trackers, we begin prime time at 9 with a weather update for you, so you can see what we've got going on as we're tracking rain and storms that are going to be moving our way. We do have a tornado watch that is in effect now for parts of West Georgia, and that could be extended into the metro Atlanta area as these storms get a little bit closer to us. Right now, we have storms that are up in Tennessee where there's another watch in effect, tornado watch there, as well as back in the northern parts of Alabama. Now, the stronger storms that were around Huntsville a little bit earlier have pushed up into areas of Tennessee here. So for northwest Georgia, it's still going to be a little while before we get some additional storms that roll through there. We have additional storms here south of I-20 about to move into, and actually we are getting some thunder and lightning moving into parts of Randolph County in Alabama. More of these storms back in western Alabama, all of that is going to start pushing our way, and that's going to be the part that we're watching for that potential for some severe weather to develop. Right now, no severe thunderstorm warnings here along with this cluster of storms, but this is going to be the first ones that really move in. As I mentioned, some lightning here in parts of Randolph County. That's going to push over into Hearn County, parts of Carroll County in just a little while. And our atmosphere here, just to the south and west of Atlanta, still has a lot of instability with it, and it is possible that these storms may intensify a little bit as they push in. So we're watching an area just south and west of Atlanta for the next few hours for this to move in that will have more of a potential for severe storms with it. Here's a live look right now in Rome as we were seeing the clouds building in. You can see the flags waving there with very gusty conditions here ahead of all of these storms that are going to be moving our way. A little bit earlier this evening, the National Weather Service, in conjunction with the Storm Prediction Center, did issue a tornado watch in effect for much of northwest and west Georgia. It goes as far south as Troup County into Hearn County, Carroll County, and Douglas County. You have Haralson and Polk County here, as well as Paulding County, Bartow County, Floyd County, into Chattooga County, Gordon County, Whitfield, Murray, Dade, Walker County, and also Catoosa County are in this watch until 3 o'clock in the morning. It does not include areas.
All right. Any questions, y'all? Okay, before I end the live video, any questions? I did put some helpful links in the chat for you. Something that you can go back and look at. Please let me know if you have any questions, okay? So it looks like in my particular area, it's supposed to hit maybe sometime around midnight, okay? Heavy rain, damaging winds, hail, tornado. Those are some threats that, as I read earlier too, that, you know, that's supposed to be going on, okay? So I have, excuse me, maybe about 2 hours. Listen, y'all, before you go to bed tonight, okay, if you're in an area like I am, excuse me, before you go to bed tonight, make sure that you have powered up your electronic devices, okay, whether that's a generator, solar generator, your cell phone. As I'm doing this live right now, I'm charging my cell phone. Let me see what percent it's on. It's about 70%. You know, sometimes we just don't really think about the small things that will help us and that can go so far. Do you have extra batteries? Okay. Do you have backup energy and power? Okay. Do you have an emergency lamp? Do you have blankets? Do you have clean clothing, clean undergarments? Do you have soap? things like that. So any questions? Okay, any questions? Anything that you all want to put in the chat or say? And I'm going to go ahead and get off the live so that I can continue to prepare since this storm is moving overnight. Okay. All right, listen, y'all, thank you so much for tuning in. I pray that you and your family are well. I pray a prayer of safety, peace, and protection over you, your household, over the household of your family members and friends and loved ones, over your household. And I pray that everything is going to be well for you, okay? All right, listen, y'all. I won't be doing another video tonight. Be sure to stay tuned to the community tab. I may post some updates there. So again, if you're new to the channel, I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for, thank you even to my current subscribers and supporters. Thank you all so much for your support. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and join our community. I have many, many videos on the channel. I started 3 years ago, and it's just a blessing to be where I am now. Okay, the channel is still growing, but I never would imagine that it would be where it is today. Okay, and I know that there are great things to come. All right, listen, again, be safe, y'all. Check out the links that I put here in the chat. I hope they're helpful to you. And again, any questions before I go? Any questions? Any questions? I know it may take just a few minutes to type, so I give you all just a few minutes, maybe another minute or two, to see if anyone had any questions. Again, y'all, please make sure that you check the weather in your local area. Okay, right now, much of Georgia is under a level 3. It's almost like it's split in half. It's like half the state is under a level 3 threat, which means damaging winds, large hail, and tornadoes. And then you have the other part of the state, which is under a level 2 threat. Okay. So again, check your local weather, know what's going on in your area, be safe. I hope that you have some things that you would need to be prepared and stay safe. Okay. All right. Talk to you all soon. Thank you so much for supporting me here on the channel. Stay tuned. I'll try to, give some posts under the community tab. Right now I'm looking. There are several parts of Georgia as well as Alabama that are now under a tornado watch. Okay. Until it looks like 3 a.m. Okay. Looks like much of this looks like the western part of Georgia. Okay. All right. Good night, y'all. Be blessed. Be safe. Stay tuned for more news and commentary you can use right here on Andrea Speaks TV. I pray that I've shared some information with you all that will be valuable and beneficial to you in these times. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Good night. Be blessed. And I'll talk to you soon right here on the channel.